Hello guys, so I have participated in this competition, which is this scientific image forgery detection. Okay, so what this competition is about, so what people are doing nowadays, like not nowadays, it has been happening earlier also. So in order to publish papers, okay, so they have to show some results, right? Now what people are doing is, in order to get the fame and just to publish the paper, okay, they are doing these copy move forgeries. Okay, what that meaning what's that mean is, so in couple of their research, they are manually doing some photoshopping, okay, and they are adding up some, like, uh, you can say, not achieved results. Okay, and yeah, they are doing it, and due to lack of technology in catching this forgeries, okay, their papers are getting accepted. But let's say there is a guy, okay, who is researching over some topic. Okay, maybe you can think of, let's say, LLM nowadays is the hot topic, right? And let's say some guy just published some results which is like current SOTA LLM architecture, and it has beaten like GPT, something like that. Okay, but the evaluation that this guy has done is in some very narrow data set on which his model is performing better. Okay, now, yeah, now what this guy will think is, okay, I can take the reference of this. Okay, and what this guy will do is, it will just try to fine tune couple of parameters in this LLM. Okay, and it will then now this guy will produce its own LLM. Okay, now the thing is, whatever forgeries, okay, this guy um, has started, okay, it will get propagated by this guy. Okay, so you can think of forgery plus plus. Okay, now let's say there is another guy who took the reference of this guy also, as well as this guy. Okay, now this forgery will again shoot up. Okay, plus plus with a plus plus. Okay, so yeah, if scientific community are failing to detect this kind of forgeries, now then the actual science and research community will be affected very badly. So yeah, this competition is about that. Okay, so what they have given us is, so they have collected around 1100 images, okay, from research papers. Okay, research papers, and these papers are publicly available. Okay, now these images are only in the training phase. Okay, now between this 1100 images, so they have divided into two categories. One is like authentic images, okay, and other is forged images. Okay, and in those forged images, they have given us the actual image as well as the mask. Okay, the, as you can see in the thumbnail itself, thumbnail itself, so this is one of the image from a research paper. Now these red boxes that you are seeing are basically the mask that shows that someone has done a copy move kind of a forgery. Okay, and what does copy move says? It's basically photoshopping. Okay, so you can think of, like, earlier, what people used to do is, like, let's say Donald Trump is there. Okay, and there is one guy who just like cropped Donald Trump image, or with along with his image, and it will like, then he will just publish that image into Facebook, Instagram, and people will think, hey, this guy has met Donald Trump, he's pretty popular. So it used to happen in social media. Okay, but yeah, these things are also happening in research community also. So yeah, in this, someone has pasted these two images by photoshopping. So this is what copy move says. Okay, so yeah, during this during this training phase, so they have given us this train images, okay, and this training mask. as well as they have provided some additional images and additional mask. Okay, cool. And yeah, if I look over the evaluation metrics, so they have used a variant of F1 score. Okay, so basically the evaluation is happening something like this. Okay, so there are two tasks you can think that we like that we have to do. Okay, so first is classify uh, between this authentic versus forged. Okay, and another is if you are finding an image first. Okay, uh, draw out the mask. Okay, now this mask prediction is happening via F1 score metric. It's a variant of that which uses Hungarian metric. Okay, which penalizes us like if we are predicting more number of masks than the actual mask, and if we are predicting lesser number of masks than the actual mask, so it penalizes on that. Okay, so yeah, it's a combination of these two. Okay, I will upload another video maybe explaining about this evaluation metric, but yeah, the overall idea of this evaluation metric is on this. So yeah, so I have participated like yesterday only, so I haven't been done, like I haven't done a submission yet because yeah, I need to work on the inference code. But yeah, 8 days are remaining, and I am hoping to at least land on maybe top 200. Okay, so yeah, I will create this video series where I will upload a couple of my experiment that have been doing in this contest. So yeah, now I'll show you what all things I have done till now. Okay, so yep, so what I have done is, so my basic idea was, so when I like read the documentation of this contest. Okay, so in order to build my basic baseline. Okay, so I haven't read the notebooks yet. Okay, but I just went through the models and I saw that Dinov2 is like performing very much like he is like top in the leaderboard. Okay, Dinov2. Okay, so I have created a baseline using Dinov2, and before moving forward I will just show you um, some analysis that I have done. Okay, so I will move to maybe VS Code only. Okay, so this is my these are my codes. Okay, and I have created a separate GitHub repository also for this. Okay, you guys can check it out if you want to take the code reference. Okay, so yeah, in my analysis I have created the distribution of dimensions of the images. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, like this is the width and the height distribution. Okay, so um so this is like individual distribution. I guess I will show you a heat map. Okay, so yeah, this is the concentration map for every dimension. As you can see, most of the images uh, are about like 1000 to 1500 resolution. Okay, yeah, let's call it like width to height. Okay, um, roughly around 1500 to 1000 dimension. Okay, and there are some outlier where we have been given very big images. Okay, so like about like you can think of 4K images. Okay, some outliers are there. 4K images. Okay, so yeah, this chart shows that, and in our test set, so they have given only one image which is of dimension it's a 2K image, like 2000 cross 1444. So yeah, I can show you a couple of samples of the forged images. So yeah, let's go to analysis. Let's go to this train forged images. So as you can see, it's not a easy competition because the images that they have taken, that is from multiple sources. Okay, so it not just about biological research they have taken. There are like, I don't know, like you can see like this is a cell image. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the original image which was pasted in the paper. Okay, and they have given the mask which shows the region like where the, like the community who posted that paper did the copy move thing. Okay, so these small things that you are seeing here, okay, so those are basically forged images. Okay, so they basically pasted some circles around here. Okay, and if I look at another image, so I guess this is some kind of a membrane here. Okay, so like if you perform some focus here, then only you can see like, okay, this is like, this is kind of an outlier with respect to all the pixel values here. Okay, but on a general look you might not say that, because for me I was not able to say like whether this small like portion which is rounded here, it's a forged. Okay, but yeah, we have to build a model that can accurately predict this portion. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, like it's a pretty difficult. And yeah, now this image, I don't know what to say about it. I have no idea what is this image. Okay, and here also they have annotated the mask. Okay, and I can hardly see what is going on. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, we have to develop a model in order to predict this. So yeah, couple of samples here also. This also I don't know what is this. This looks like some fireflies moving around, but I'm pretty sure these are not fireflies. Okay, and yeah, it's white paper. I don't know. This is, I guess, some cellular research paper. And now if you focus here, can you guys literally say this portion, okay, it was a copy move forged? Okay, I cannot. Okay, I cannot. Please comment down in the video if you can, like just looking at this image only you can say this portion was forged. Okay, for me, like, hands up, I don't know. But yeah, I have to develop a model to predict this. So yeah, these are a couple of images. Now if you look here, now this is like this we can easily identify, right? It looks like a photoshopped image. Okay, someone has pasted a what, it's a con over another con. Okay, this is pretty easy. Okay, and if you look at this image, okay, this is also pretty I guess this portion is the forged one. Okay, but yeah, except this one, I like, for me I think this one is the odd one. But yeah, it, this guy has a shadow over like around it, so not sure whether this is a forged one or not. But yeah, they are claiming that this is a forged one, so yeah, we have to train a model on this. So yeah, couple of examples here also. uh, and again, I have zero fucking idea what is this. And yeah, I guess if I zoom here, I can see a dark portion here, which means some portion of the images, some portion of this image was cropped. And yeah, here also I can see is yeah, this portion also was forged. Okay, if I focus only, then only I can see. But yeah, on a general look, I may not be able to see. So yeah, you can see like how people in scientific research, like they are cheating, and they are publishing paper which we think is based on their hard work, but yeah, it's basically cheating. Cool. So couple of images are like this. And yeah, and this, I don't know, like they should do some hard work, you know, in their forging strategy. Okay, this is pretty photoshopped. It should be rejected in one go. So yeah, and yeah, these are some supernova stuff. I guess these are some, okay, so don't get me wrong, but it does look like the cloud which appeared in Kaido versus Luffy. Okay, these looks like cloud, and these are some lightning sparks going on. Okay, but yeah, I have to say this is a cell image, but it looks pretty goddamn like the fight between Kaido and Luffy, like the atmosphere around them. So yeah, okay, I'll just close it here. And yeah, so as you can see, like it's a pretty difficult challenge because the images from the scientific research community, they are of different kinds. Okay, some are cells, some are like this kind of vegetables. Okay, and yeah, cool. And so far, if you look at the leaderboard also, so there is only one guy who has scored like above zero point 0.4 in the F1 score, but you can say zero point 0.4 is not of a great achievement. Okay, because usually when you have proper segmentation ability, you should get around like 80% or 90%, but yeah, zero point 0.4, so it shows that it's a pretty difficult problem that they have posted here. Cool. And except this guy, everyone else is in like zero point 0.3. Like these two are pretty close to zero point 0.4, but yeah, this guy is like doing his hard work. Cool. And you can see like 216 submissions. So yeah, this guy is pretty serious to help scientific community. So yeah, all the best to Orshanik. So yeah, cool. So yeah, now I'll show you like what I did for my baseline development. Okay, so yeah, like I said, so Dino was on top of the leaderboard. Okay, so I just took the Dino V2 model. Okay, so this is my model code. So right now I have made a change in this code. Okay, so in my previous approach, what I did was I basically used Dino as my base model. Okay, and what I was doing was, so the idea was pretty simple. So I have my base model here. Okay, so I haven't explored like training my own unit kind of a model, or yes, I haven't explored YOLO also, so I was going with Dino only. So in my base model, which is this Dino V2, okay, I was collecting the embedding layer. Okay, and from that I was upsampling to produce a mask image. Okay, so mask image. Okay, so I haven't considered like doing first the classification between authentic and forced. Okay, I was just to develop a simple baseline, I simply use the Dino V2 model. Okay, and I guess yeah, this, and yeah, I have just attached this decode head. Okay, and what it was doing was simply yeah, collecting the tokens, and from that it was collecting the logits. Okay, and yeah, from that it was interpolating with respect to the image size that I'm giving during my training. Okay, to that size, and yeah, it's basically a mask that I'm developing here. Cool. So this code you can easily find in this GitHub repository, so you can go through it. But yeah, the idea is pretty simple. Like just I'm using the TIM model package to create the baseline, and these are like pretty standard stuff up to this. Okay, in order to load the Dino V2 and to get the embedding layer. Okay, then after that I'm just attaching this decode head. So yeah, this is my Dino segmentation model. And yeah, now if I move to my training script, so right now the code that I have for my training, I am doing some modification. Basically, now I have attached this classification head, so that I will output the class plus the mask. Okay, okay, so in my previous approach, you can say like this is my experiment 2. Okay, so in my previous approach I was only producing mask. Okay, and there my loss function was simply BCE loss. Okay, so this loss is pretty standard for segmentation. Okay, and oh sorry, not BCE loss, it's a dice loss. Actually, I was using a combination of dice loss and BC loss, but yeah, the prominent one I will say like dice loss. Okay, but in my experiment 2 that I will be doing, okay, I'll be using BC for this class. Okay, and I have added one penalizer for mask evaluation. Okay, for mask evaluation, now also I'm using dice loss. Okay, now I have added a penalization for whenever the model is saying it's authentic and let's say it's producing mask for it, okay, it should penalize for that. Okay, so that the model will learn that, okay, I do not have to predict any mask if I'm giving a authentic as a class. So yeah, but what I'm showing you right now is for my experiment one, which was basically to produce our this mask. Okay, so in my experiment one, the basic idea was to use this baseline, okay, and use dice loss as my loss function. And yeah, during inference, whenever yeah, I'm getting a mask, I'm having a threshold which is of 0.5. Okay, so I'll say base model uh, Dinov2. Okay, and output is basically mask. Okay, and yeah, during inference, whatever logits I'm getting in that mask value, I was thresholding them to 0.5. So yeah, with that I'm generating mask. Cool. And I'll show you my train.py script. Okay, so that when you guys, like, if you guys use this repository, you can simply copy paste all the elements and you will have an idea what you guys are actually doing. So yeah, I'll go through one by one. Okay, so at first I have been given like these data sets, right? So like train mask, images. Okay, and in images I have authentic and forged images. Okay, and then these are like supplement image and mask, which are basically under forged category. Okay, so I created this train.py script. Okay, and here you can see like this is the standard PyTorch class for my data set. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, so uh, basically I have been given image directories. Okay, I do not have any CSV that tells me for a particular case ID what's the corresponding image path. Okay, so by case ID meaning like for every image they have given this 10, 57, 156 as case IDs. Okay, so I have created some splits for my training. Okay, so which is pretty standard. So if I go to the bottom, okay, my main function. Okay, so here if you look, here if you look, so this is a basically a CLI script. Okay, you can provide your repo directory, your splits directory, the number of splits of the data set that you want, so that with respect to that the it will produce the like that many number of models. Okay, then epochs for training, batch size. So all these are like pretty standard stuff when you are training model. And yeah, with respect to my current directory, okay, I was creating one output directory and also I was creating a splits directory. Okay, now when I was creating this split directory, okay, I had this function to prepare my split data. Okay, so what it was doing was it was basically using stratified k-fold strategy in order to yeah, in order to sample out some authentic images as well as some forged images like per fold. Okay, and yeah, with respect to that it was producing some data frames which you can see in my split directory. It should be here. Okay, so as you can see here, my train fold CSV looks something like this, where for every image I have the image path as well as the mask path. Okay, now there is this label. Okay, which is basically 0 and 1. Okay, so uh, label was telling 0 for authentic. Okay, and 1 for forced. Okay, and yeah, simply a source. Okay, did I collect it from train or did I collect it from the supplement? Okay, but yeah, I mixed up both my train images and my supplement images in order to produce a larger data set for forced images. And yeah, So this was that. So this is how I produce my splits. Okay, if I show you my data split code, okay, once I produce this CSVs, okay, I was basically using stratified. Yeah, here you can see, like, here only. So I was producing I was using stratified k-fold, okay, and yeah, with respect to that, I'm creating my folds data frame, and yeah, um, then I'm just saving them into this like directory. So you can see, like, my validation uh, my validation fold also with respect to fold, like some fold I, fold 0, fold 1, and then also I have the same thing for train and val, okay, like that I have, okay. And yeah, so all the code will be available to you. So here I don't think we need some kind of a splitting strategy, okay. You can go for a normal train test split also without using any stratification, okay. Because stratification helps when you want to have equal number of samples for different groups, okay. But here they have only provided us images, okay. If they would have told us, like, this was from, like, cell biology, this was from some other research paper, okay, then I think stratification would make sense. But yeah, I have just used it for a simple baseline, okay. So it's a very standard process to split the data, so I have just used it, okay. Cool. And the output of my data split script is this thing, splits, okay. So yeah, I'm just using this function to prepare my splits, okay. I'll just show you in GitHub only, okay. And yeah, and before that, I'm just setting my device. So in my local, I have a pretty good machine. So it's a RTX 5070 Ti machine, okay, with 16 gigs of RAM. So yeah, people don't get jealous, but yeah, I have bought it. So I just wanted to do this model training and some LLM runs. So yeah, that's why I have bought it. So yeah, and I have pretty good RAM and CPU also. So you can see I have like around 32 cores and as well as 30 gigs of RAM. So I'm pretty good in that. So yeah, with respect to that, I'm setting my device, okay, to CUDA, okay, for GPU training. Then I'm setting my seed, okay. So I have initialized my seed to a pretty standard value, which is 42, okay. Then one more thing I'm doing is, so for my experiment tracking, I'm using MLflow, okay. So those people who doesn't know what is MLflow, so MLflow is pretty much kind of a bucketing kind of a system. So if you want to push something, MLflow is your guy, okay. But it has to be with respect to, let's say, machine learning, okay. But you can use it for other purpose also. But yeah, MLflow is a pretty standard package, okay. So I'm just using it for my experiment runs. So um, you can self-host it in your local, okay, and it will help you to track your experiments, okay. So for me, in this competition, I have created this experiment forgery Dino. So yeah, in that you can see, like, all the fold training that I am doing, okay. And yeah, so all the, like, my model weights, any kind of artifact, you can say, like some CSVs that I'm generating, some JSONs that I'm generating, that I can simply push in this experiment, okay. And I can simply open up this MLflow server in my local, and I can click on this experiment, go to any fold, okay, see all the artifacts that this fold has, okay, and I can browse through it. So it's pretty handy in that aspect. So yeah, and here it's basically for MLflow argument, and this is also CLI argument. So but it expects you guys to install MLflow in your local. So just go to MLflow docs, okay. So the setup is pretty simple. You just install the MLflow package in your Python environment, and you just do MLflow UI host 0.0.0. So it will just run the server, okay. Then you can use this server URI to track your experiment. So that is what I am doing here, okay. Then you just give the experiment a name, and yeah, it will just start logging all the information about your training as well as any artifacts that you want to push. So yeah, so after here, so when I'm done with producing my fold CSVs, okay, then I'm just iterating over every fold. Now I'm doing 5 fold training. So yeah, per fold I'm uh, collecting my train df and val df. Okay, so with respect to fold 0 1 2 3 4, I'm just having this train df and val df. Then I'm loading my forgery dataset. Okay, so mm, so yeah, so if I show you my forgery dataset, so that's it. So this is pretty standard with respect to PyTorch. So yeah, you have to create a dataset, okay, where you will be producing one instance of a record that will be used in a batch. So yeah, this is that class for that. Okay, I'm just inheriting the dataset class from PyTorch, and here I'm giving the df. So this will take a train df or a val df, and I'm giving the image size that I'm using. Now since I'm using Dino, okay, there are multiple variants of Dino. So if you go to, let's say, Hugging Face, there is Dino v3. Okay, maybe you can go here also. So you can see, like, this is a 7 billion parameter model. There are also a couple of models available for base, large, heavy, small, nano. So okay, so in this competition, since Dino v2 was on the top, I haven't tried Dino v3, but as per the latest paper of Dino v3, like it says that it is better than v2, but I don't know why people are not using it. Okay, so yeah, cool. So yeah, so here as per the image dimension of my Dino model, so here I have used Dino base model. Okay, so with respect to that, I am just giving this image dimension. When I trained it, I used 518 as my image size. Okay, 518 cross 518. So any resolution image was getting downsampled to this resolution, and any image which is like lesser than that, it was getting upsampled to this for my um, um, batch instance. Okay, then I have this normalized parameter. Okay, because Dino was trained on ImageNet weights. Okay, there the ImageNet like the images stats, okay, across every channel. Okay, these were this. Okay, so I'm just using this to normalize my images that I have in my local into this you can say into this uh, uh, like stats. Okay, so that the model will not drift away from what it has learned from ImageNet. Okay, so the purpose of using a base model is that this image has learned something from its large pre-trained data, right? Like a large data, right? So I want to use the Dino's ability um, to capture like fine features from the images that I'm giving it to it. Okay, so yeah, that's where I'm using ImageNet statistics. Okay, so yeah, it's not like any rocket science I'm doing. It's pretty standard while you are using any baseline model or any pre-trained model which are trained over ImageNet. Okay, you have to use this metric. So yeah, this is for that. Then yeah, in augmentation wise, I have only applied to augmentation, which is like horizontal flip of the image, and you can say vertical flip of the image. So yeah, then I have this transforms here. Okay, then yeah, if I show you this get item thing. Okay, so every row, okay, since it has the image path and mask path. Okay, image path and mask path, I'm just loading them. Okay, now this mask are not present in any standard image format like JPG or PNG. They were given to us in NumPy format. Okay, I guess the reason is because this mask images are pretty sparse images. Okay, And if you give it in a JPG or PNG format, you are basically kind of increasing the file size. Okay, but yeah, that file size contains information of some sparse spatial location only. Okay, that's why they have given us this numpy, just to reduce the overall dataset size. Okay, so yeah, for mask path I have a separate loader, okay, that will um, load the numpy file, okay, and it will give me the mask. Okay, and yeah, these are pretty standard. So the actual image I'm loading it via pillow. Okay, then yeah, I'm just collecting the mask and the image. Okay, then I'm applying my transformation over the image. Okay, then yeah. mm, cool. Then I guess I have missed the step of applying the rotation of the mask. Okay, hmm, I guess I should add that. Okay, then yeah, then I'm just loading my image and mask into tensors. Okay, and I'm just returning the output. Okay, so yeah, so for this task I'll be, so since my model output should be mask. Okay, so for the training data I should return the image and the corresponding mask for that. Okay, now there may be cases like for an authentic image we do not have a mask. Okay, so for that I'm just returning image with all 0 pixel values. Okay, basically a black image. So yeah, cool. So this is the dataset definition for this, like what I have used. Okay, then yeah, for validation this augmentation flag will be false. Okay, so I won't be applying any augmentation for validation. Okay, then yeah, then let's scroll down to where we have left. Okay, then now yeah, this is my data set and this is my validation data set. Okay, then pretty standard python stuff. Then I have this data loader for train and val. Okay, then I'm just giving the appropriate batch size. Okay, for I think I have used a batch size of 4. Okay, and I can go up to that limit because I have higher specs. Okay, I can also go up to like 8 batch size, but when I went to 8 batch size, the process was not faster. Okay, it was actually slower. So a sweet spot I found that 4 batch size. Okay, with that my per epoch time was around 20 seconds. So yeah, cool. Then I'm just loading my the segmentation model that I have showed you. Okay, then I'm just loading it to device. Okay, then I'm using pretty standard Adam optimizer. Okay, with the learning rate that I have given. I don't exactly recall what learning rate I have used. Okay, but yeah, I can show you what learning rate I have used in MLflow. But yeah, just stay tuned with me. Then yeah, just simple Adam optimizer. Okay, then there's a gradient scaler to stabilize my gradients when I'm doing the backprop. Okay, so pretty standard PyTorch training stuff, so nothing fancy here. Okay, then yeah, I'm just creating this MLflow instance here. Okay, since I want to capture the artifact and the logging per fold, so I have just creating a context here. Okay, and with respect to that, whatever configs I am using for my training, okay, I'm just saving them. Okay, so that I will have idea or I can reproduce the results again. Okay, so yeah, I'm just pushing the config as an artifact, pushing all the CLI arguments that I have given in the artifact, and yeah, from here I'm starting my training instance. Okay, so with respect to the number of epochs per epoch, I'm calling this train one epoch. Okay, which takes my model, my train loader, my optimizer, scaler, device, and I have given one uh, um, pause weight. This basically says that how much of class weight I want to give to authentic and forced. So this is for that. Okay, now if I show you train one epoch. Okay, so what it is doing is it's basically per epoch it's just running all the images in batches. Okay, giving it to the model. Okay, calculating the logits and then applying the loss function. Okay, and updating the weights. So yeah, pretty standard. And then yeah, I'm just calculating the loss in that epoch, and I'm returning that. Okay. So yeah, the same thing I'm doing for this validation also, but here I'm just capturing the loss. Okay. And yeah, since it's a validation step, so I don't need to worry about weights updation. So yeah, that's only happening in training. So and here if you see the loss function, so as I told you, I'm using uh, a little bit of combination of binary cross entropy and dice loss. Okay, so here I have implemented dice loss. Okay, so yeah, so basically for the mask itself I was also applying binary cross entropy per pixel. Okay, and as well as I was adding up the dice loss, so that my uh, model will get like model will get to see a very high loss value, and it will try to optimize in that direction using gradient descent. So yeah, I'll show you the results of my model, but yeah, just stay tuned with me. So yeah, this is my dice loss, and here if we go, so yeah, then per epoch I'm just calling the train one epoch function, then the validate function, then whatever train loss and validation loss I'm getting per epoch, I'm just collecting it in this metric. Okay, then I'm logging it to MLflow. Okay, then standard stuff, I'm just collecting all the entire history of my training also as a CSV file, so which I can refer to later if I am getting any benchmarking performance in this competition. So yeah, and I have this check also, which is like saving the best model I have trained so far for this in this entire epoch training. So this is for that. Okay, so yeah, then yeah, it's simply like a logging step for capturing the entire history and doing some plots. Okay, for my training. Okay, and yeah, now this entire history I can show you in MLflow. Okay, so if I go to this experiment, okay, as you can see, so these were my trials when I was setting it up, but these things you can see like fold 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, these were my training instances. If I open fold 0, okay, so here you can see I have taken the learning rate as 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, so it's just a hyperparameter. I just went on with this value. Okay, nothing fancy. And yeah, if I show you my charts, okay, so as you can see, like the images were pretty confusing. Okay, so as my training is going on, okay, in this fold, okay, my loss is decreasing. Okay, but my die score is increasing. Okay, so you can see that. And so usually a die score, uh, a dice loss you can say, okay, higher dice loss is bad. Okay, so your dice loss should be minimum. It's basically like the intersection of the original mask and the mask that you are predicting. Okay, if they are pretty close, then dice loss will be less. But yeah, you can see during my training instance it is increasing. Okay, so yeah, because of that only I'm going with this experiment 2 approach. Okay, so that I will predict the class as well as the mask, and I will penalize the model whenever it is predicting, let's say, mask for authentic images. Okay, so that the model will know uh, like uh, I should not predict mask. Okay, also in my experiment 2 I'm looking for some image pre-processing. Okay, so for that I'm thinking, so as you can see in the forged images, okay, right, so there are slight, like, whichever images where uh, copy move, okay, they have slightly edgy like they are slightly edgy in their boundaries, right? So I was thinking of applying some kind of a Sobel filter or some kind of a Clahe enhancement. Okay, Clahe enhancement, because as you can see, like there were a couple of dark images. Okay, I think I have shown you earlier. Okay, and like here also you can see. Okay, so if I can enhance the pixel value, or I can brighten up this image, and also I will apply, let's say, some kind of a edge detection kind of a model, or make the image a little bit edgy. Okay, then I can clearly identify like this is a forged image, right? Okay, so this I cannot identify, but yeah, for this I can pretty like I can identify pretty well. So yeah, so cool. And yeah, this was it. So I'm experimenting with some edge level pre-processing. Okay, and Clahay enhancement. Okay, now I will show you a couple of my model training results. Okay, so I can go to here, analysis. I guess in analysis only, in preds. Okay, so per fold I have taken some 10 images and I have ran inference on them. Okay, so if I show you fold 0 result. Okay, so I have taken a threshold of 0.5. Okay, maybe I need to tune that in order to produce good mask. Okay, so on the left of this collage you can see like this is my original image. Okay, and this is what my mask has predicted. Pretty good, pretty good, right? It's not. Okay, and this is what the actual ground truth mask is looking, which is pretty decent. And yeah, you can see like my model has just flashed away every portion, like, hey, this is a force, this is a force. So yeah, it's not learning well. Okay, it should have at least detect this portion as a mask, but yeah, I just detected the overall thing, like this is forced. And yeah, here I myself will fail to tell this is a forced image or not. I cannot complain about the model. Okay, my model predicted nothing here. Okay, then here also, and I don't know what to say. Okay, and a couple of things here. Okay, it's not able to predict well. Okay, I need to apply some processing, like some kind of a pre-processing, in order to enhance the copy move portions. Okay, but in one of the run I observed that my model was able to like segment all the fruits. Like if I take you, like if you look at this example. Okay, so the model, so a plus point here is the model is understanding the objects which are present here. Okay, like apart from the biological images that I have shown you. Okay, for these kind of images you can see, like since the model was trained on various vegetables kind of images, it was able to segment properly. Like there are still some nuances, but yeah, it is able to predict this mask properly here. Okay, as you can see here, this group of mask. Okay, but yeah, somehow I need a mechanism to force the model to say that not to segment everything that you are seeing, but segment only the portion. And for that only I'm changing my loss function, as well as doing some pre-processing changes. So yeah, cool. So the results are not that great, but yeah, here you can see I can see some improvement in the model. Okay, so it is able to detect these portion. It looks like a fish, but yeah, don't go with it. You should like praise the model. Okay, it was able to detect this tube guy. Okay, it has also detected this thing, which is bad, but I will get penalized for that. But yeah, it is able to detect these two things. Okay, which is, it's still a small progress. Like I should be happy with it. Okay, and yeah, so a couple of you can say misclassification here. Okay, but yeah, uh, structure wise I can always like uh, I can apply some morphological post processing to convert them into proper rectangular kind of box. Okay, I think I should do that in post processing. Okay, but yeah, so here I couldn't have like to like tell whether this is a forged image. Okay, I don't know what they are. It looks like plankton, so in a white paper. Okay, but I salute to my model. It is able to predict these two boxes at least. Okay, and also these two. Oh, nice, cool. Then okay, this looks. It looks like a Contra background, right? Like if you guys have played Contra in your childhood, or maybe if you are playing it, okay, it looks like that only. Okay, so okay, so if I observe, I guess yeah, this portion looks copy, like copy move, but I'm not at all sure whether this guy is a copy move. Hmm. So, hmm. I guess I need to do some um pre-processing so that the model can. Yeah, I guess I will train the model in that pre-processing fashion. Then only I can see some good results. But yeah, so these were my results. Okay, and yeah, here the model didn't predict it at all. So yeah, I cannot complain about the model because I am also not sure what to predict. Okay, I thought like this overlay here is a issue. Okay, I thought like this guy is a force, but the mask is showing something else. Okay, I'm not at all sure. uh, yeah, okay, this looks okay, this should have been predicted. Okay, because its boundary is like this. Okay, yeah, these are my initial model results. Okay, I will optimize my model by applying some kind of a pre-processing. Okay, and if okay, I can also show you. So I was basically experimenting on a couple of parameters for edge and this Clahe enhancement. Okay, so I can show you a couple of results on that. Okay, so if I go to analysis only, so yeah, process default arcs. Okay, so this is something I have recently created. Okay, so what you are looking at is the original image on the left, the pre-processed one that I am using via image pre-processing here. Okay, and then there is my mask and the overlay. Okay, these two are like ground truth, and this is my pre-processed one. Okay, so here for this image maybe it is not that helpful, but yeah, now you can see that since like after the uh, Sobel filter, okay, it is somehow like enhancing the edges. Okay, now this guy which was not maybe like showing up like prominently here, now it is prominently being shown. Okay, now if I show you this sample. Okay, so yeah, I guess my filter strategy will work. Okay, as you can see, like this guy was not that prominent, but after my pre-processing this guy is becoming more prominent. Okay, because the edges are like becoming more prominent. Okay, and which will help me to detect the boundaries of the copy moves. So here I guess I need to work on some. I need to like maybe reduce the thresholding thing to fine tune it, but yeah, the portions or the regions are coming out really well. Hmm. I don't know. What is this? Is it like I'm inside arteries? Fishes. Okay. Jokes apart. Mm, but yeah. Cool. So I guess that's all that I have done till now. So yeah. So yeah, that's all, and the results that I have shown you. So those are the things that I have got until now, and I'll be creating a inference script. Okay, I'll simply like push the model because you can see like the results. I like in the leaderboard the results are not that great. Okay, they are still like 0. 0.4, 0. 0.3. Okay, I'll just try my luck and I will push the model weights and I will create this inference script. Okay, I will submit with this. Okay, and later I will work on the pre-processing, okay, and I will train the model again. So yeah, that's all for this video. So if you guys like are interested and like are open to discussion, okay, you can comment like under my video, okay, if you think some processing I can do to improve, okay, or somewhere in the video you find that okay, I'm lacking somewhere, okay, you can help me by commenting, okay, I should have done this instead of this, okay. So yeah, but if you guys learn something new, okay, so that will be a great deal for me, okay. And so as you can know, like as you can see, after 2022, since the launch of GPT 3.5, uh, most of the software engineers that we are seeing, or most of the students, okay, they are taking interest in ML, okay. Now ML is not about only learning stuff, doing mathematics, it's about applying, okay. So there is a simple rule like that I have in mind, okay. If you can predict, or if you can, like if you know how a thing work, okay, teach it to your model, okay. So if you are able to teach it to someone, okay, then only you can say that you know that thing, okay. So that's the, you can say that's the psychology behind machine learning on and this data science, okay. So yeah, so yeah, coming back to the point, okay, since after this LLM boom, okay, people are showing their interest, okay, but if you guys are only like reading stuff, okay, not applying or not developing model and not getting your hands dirty, okay, that's pretty bad, okay, because after some point of time you will not be able to recollect stuff, okay, because those are like study materials for you, okay. You are not preparing for an interview, you should prepare yourself to be a ML guy, okay, so that people can point to you, okay, and they can say, okay, give this task to that guy, okay, that guy is something, okay, be a guy which is something. So yeah, and in order to do that, Kaggle is a great platform, okay. Do participate in this kind of a contest, because then only you will know, okay, what kind of difficult problems ML is trying to solve, okay. You will learn something new, okay. Maybe you guys never heard of like segmentation, okay, and maybe if you have heard segmentation, you may not have know like segmentation could be applied in forgery detection, okay. So by participating in this kind of a contest, okay, you will get to know the application of ML also, okay. And maybe somehow if you are simply reading and you are not seeing like your interest is being developed, maybe after participating in some kind of like these kind of contest, you will see like in one of the contest your area of interest is there. So from that things will get start to getting clicked. So yeah, do participate in that contest. And moving on to the original point, so yeah, please do comment in the video, okay, so that we can discuss, okay. So yeah, so that you guys can learn something, I can learn something. So and yeah, I will paste the GitHub URL, okay, and so that you guys can go through, and if you need the code base, like some initial code setup, okay, to participate, so you can refer to this repository, okay. All the codes are CLI based, okay, so you can simply run them, okay. I will also post the requirement.txt file, okay, so that you guys can run. And yeah, that's all for this video. So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. I will be posting more videos on this kind of a contest, okay. And yeah, I'll be posting more videos on this contest. So yeah, if you wanna like stay tuned with all my like work in this contest, you should subscribe, okay. Then yeah, if you like this video, hit the like button, and please do comment. With that, bye bye, thanks.